Submit them bars. We gon' review them and tell you how many stars you get. Hip Hop Society on your neck. Tune in every Monday, don't forget. If you're a business, got a clothing line, got a liquor line, drop a link and we gon' get you shine. This is all facts, it ain't just a rhyme. This is no cap, this is not a line. This is no cap, we are at a line. It's the takeover, you're out of time. It's the takeover, you're out of time. Buzz up a dozen, better creator, yeah. Buzz up a dozen, better creator, yeah. Buzz up a dozen, better creator. Female duo and I'm greater, yeah. We live. The Hip Hop Society. What's poppin', y'all, and welcome back to another episode of The Hip Hop Society. We are your hosts, Bones the producer.
And Bree the creator.
And you guys, welcome to 2021.
Yeah, man. It's exciting. It's very, very, very exciting.
Yes. We're doing something a little different today. If you can't tell, we're doing video and audio for this podcast. And we're going to be just chilling, like for real. We're going to be eating. So if you hear some munching, it is what it is. Hope you like a little bit of ASMR. But this isn't a typical episode because didn't nobody release anything.
Literally.
I went on my title and I was looking and I was like, why does it look like nothing updated from last week?
Because
I thought maybe my title was acting up or something. Maybe I needed to update it, but it was the same thing on my computer and my phone. So nobody released anything.
Yeah.
Bree said there's really no news.
I think I have like one thing, but it's not like news. It's just like we finally got to see Nicki's baby. Oh yeah. And he's freaking cute. Still no name.
Right.
So until then, I believe the name is Sunly. And we just gonna go with that. If not, it's probably Kenneth Jr. and yeah.
Maybe KJ.
Yeah, KJ.
But really we're just gonna chat it up. We figured we'd talk a little bit about Soul, the movie, because Bree brought it up last week, but she really couldn't say much because I hadn't watched it yet. But I have since then. Since then, I have watched it. I loved it. I mean, it's really hard for me not to like an animated movie to begin with because that's one of my favorite genres or styles of movie. But for it to be about about creatives and then specifically music, it really touched home. And I don't know, I really enjoyed it. How'd you feel about it?
So I didn't even know the movie existed until I seen it on a timeline. Like I didn't see any promo for it. Like I didn't know. Yeah, but you know what? I don't watch TV.
YouTube.
Yeah, it wasn't coming up on my YouTube. But then again, it may have, and I may have just ignored it because it's a kid's movie. You know, I'm thinking. But yeah, I was seeing so much talk on the timeline about it, and I was just like, wow. When I watched it, I was like, whoa. Like I was shook. There was a lot that I took from it. And there's two dualisms for me for it, because I seen some people talking about it, after, and it was like in regards to like Christianity and how some Christians were upset with it. But I think those Christians don't really have any biblical foundation, because there was actually a lot of tea in it from the Bible if you actually know the Bible. So I was able to appreciate the film for what it was. It hit home, but you know, the first person I everything is always related to her in some way, but the first person I thought about was Beyonce and Mama Tina. And it was like, remember when like it was like the 4 era, and she took that break, and it was like because her mom was like, you're traveling all these places, living your dream, but you're not living in the moment,
right?
And so like he was, even though in the movie, like it was like his life meant nothing to him because
Unless
he wasn't,
this specific thing happened.
and that's, yeah, exactly. And it's like life is still, there's so many things, and it made you realize that like your purpose not necessarily has to be attached to your gift. And I think that's what like a lot of people think is like, I'm gifted in this certain area, so this is my purpose. But your gifted could be your occupation, but your purpose is far greater than like what talent you have. Yeah, so I think it, for a little kid to like somebody said that it's going to open a lot of conversation with kids and parents if it's that type of thing, because they're going to want to ask questions. And so like even the spark thing, like I think that's where it like it really went home for me. Like you have to separate the two.
Yeah, because like your spark is your purpose, not your gift. Because they were looking for what's that spark. Because what was the soul? What was her name?
22.
Because like she was going around, like she just kept going back through this cycle, like meeting the dang, what did they call him? Like the people who
the wind guy.
No, like they when he they were like classifying them to help them with like the new souls, the people who they're like mentors or whatever.
The mentors.
Yeah, so every time she was going through, like she wouldn't find her purpose, so she get bumped back and have to go back and back and back. It's like, what is that thing that drives you?
Right.
And she couldn't figure it out until she actually lived, but she was living through his body.
Yeah, and he kept showing her the talent and everything, and it was like, oh, I like music now, but that's not your purpose. And then she started realizing, like, when the leaf fell, and it was just like, whoa, like, it's just life. Like, the things that you can impact.
Right.
Now, your gift could be your tool. See, that's the thing. Your gift can be your tool to your purpose. But true. It's not actually your purpose. Like, I think, like, think about it this way. Think of it like me. Like, it's not the music. It's not the fact that she can sing that impacts us. Like, we may like the singing, but it's not the singing. It's who she is as a person. That's why they say, like, there's different characteristics. And what she's able to do through being a singer, she's able to impact the world, like helping people out, you know?
You know what that reminded me of? If we want to take it back to Christianity, Zaytoven.
Yes.
Yes. Because he be in the studio, like, yes, it's about the music, but even if it's not in like a Bible pushy way, like he's still ministering to people. Like you have people, you have rappers who go to his church.
Yeah.
So
yeah, there's so many different avenues and tools of how you can impact the world. And honestly, it looked like his name was Joe, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Joe's purpose was really just like impacting. Like it took Joe to get 22 to want to go to the world.
Right.
Because it really is an individualized thing when you really think about it. Because 22 had been mentored by all these great people like
Gandhi,
all these big, huge people that so many people in the world put as like their mentors, like they're inspired by, but none of them could inspire 22.
That's crazy. And it's funny to see. I'm really bad. Right? I'm like, I know you.
Y'all, I keep forgetting I have food in front of me.
So let's talk about, I'm so bad with names, y'all. So I'm gonna just say the protagonist, the soul with the numbers, who was searching for the lost soul.
Yeah.
I was like, you like, why are you so invested, sir? Like,
because there's no other, they don't know their other purpose.
that's true.
Even
That's
the
true.
lost souls. The lost
Oh,
souls
let's
is,
get into
that's the
the
part that
lost
really hit.
souls.
That's the part that actually really hit me with the Mama Tina thing, because it's like you're so consumed with your art that you're forgetting about life.
Yeah, and they couldn't
Separate the two.
they couldn't like see or hear anything like that, and like you would hear like this muffled sound, and then once it started to break away, you hear like the last thing that they were obsessing about, like they just keep repeating it over and over and over again. I'm like, dang, it's true. Like, as much as you are like going after this goal or whatever, you still need to be able to stop and smell the roses, because life is passing you by.
I feel like that's what 2020 was for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's crazy how it came out right at the closing of 2020. So it's like you can really reflect, like, this was your time. This was a lot of people's time to just not be consumed with work, or the next goal. It, like, I was just like, even in the last interview we did with Crown, and it's like, so many people lack gratitude. You're not where you're at, and everything is goal. And then once you reach that goal, you're not satisfied because you're looking to reach the next goal instead of just soaking in the fact that you've reached a goal you wanted. You're like, oh, what's next? And it's like, that's not a way to live life. Like, that's why honestly, that's why I said this year, like, I'm not going in with like no specific type of things, because I get so consumed with something, and like, whether you make the mark or miss the mark, it's like, it's an obsession. And it's not healthy at all.
And then on top of that, another thing is, you're obsessing so much about it that, say you don't reach the goal that you set in a certain time frame, then you feel like all that time was wasted. But all that time actually was like your journey. All that time was you gaining experience in something. So instead of you being down on yourself that you didn't meet the goal, be happy that you learned new stuff. You learned things that made you better.
Exactly. Yep. It's just crazy. I know a lot of creatives out there. Hopefully they resonate with this film and gain something from it, because it's necessary.
Yeah.
You know what's another film I just watched too? It's like it's called Safety.
Ooh.
It's based on a true story. It's on Disney right now. And it's like this kid, he gets a scholarship for the Clemson football team. And his mom's a drug addict, and she relapsed while he was going into college for football. And so his little brother was left there. So he ended up taking his little brother and sneaking him to live on campus. But since that's obviously against the rules, especially when you're on a scholarship, that means everything, a student athlete, you get money. So like, if you're using that money to pay for the little brother too, that's illegal. And so it was just another thing, because he had to differentiate like his talent with his purpose. Like, in the moment, his purpose was to try to help out his family, his brother, so he wouldn't go into the system. But it was like, at one point he had to choose: quit football and become a father to his little brother, or do both. And he was able to balance, like, ended up being able to do both. But yeah, it was based on a true story. Like, the real person was on the Oprah show before it aired. I watched it the other night. I was like crying. It was really weird the other night. Like,
that must have been a real intense movie, because this thug over here.
I don't cry.
This thug.
I only cry when I'm in pain. And it's gotta be serious pain.
Yeah. Well, I've become a little bit of a baby as I've gotten older.
Yeah.
I just be overpain, so I'm just like, give me the pills. Let me curl up and cry. I'll be like, I don't feel like being strong right now. But what else? What else has happened? Oh, you guys.
I know what has happened, guys. Jess has yet to watch Power.
I mean, it's true. I don't know what else you want me to say. It's true. But I was gonna say Brie has just booked her first role. As little Rita Romero, whatever her name is.
My name is Rita Romero. I'm here because I was an addict and I dropped out of school. So I never got my reading and learning up. My favorite color is black. I'm a good mother, a very good mother. Thank you.
She booked her first Clubhouse movie performance or whatever you want to call it.
I made the cast.
I am
thrilled. And we're actually planning. I don't know if you stay till the end.
It was too long, girl.
So we're going to be coming back on and actually doing the people that made the casting will be putting on the show.
I mean, isn't that what it was intended for?
This was auditions. Oh yeah. Yeah. So we will be having our show date. Hopefully I'll be available. You know, I'm a church girl and I'm always booked and busy. But yeah, Rita Romero will be coming to a Clubhouse room near you.
I am thrilled. Because we were literally, what were we doing? We were texting, right?
Yeah, I had just got home from church.
Yeah. And she was like, you know what? Let me go and do this real quick. She got it.
It took forever to get into the room. Now, anyone that knows me knows I know that movie inside out, in between the seams. I created that. I am Lee Daniels. Okay?
Oh, geez.
At this point, that is my, like, I created that movie. And so, as I was going through, I'm like, everyone want to be Mary.
Mary. Mm-hmm.
Everyone want to be Mary. And I would have done Mary really well. But I was like, I want to get casted. Mm-hmm. So who they not doing? Rita Romero. So I know no one was going to battle me and take my role.
I was
automatic into the casting.
I was waiting for somebody to do the Jamaican girl, but I don't
somebody
know
did right after me.
Oh, girl, because once you got
it was a guy, but he did it so good.
Once you got yours, I was like, okay. I've been on Clubhouse way too long. My battery's getting low.
Yeah, we were in there cracking. I think the funniest part was the items. The sound of the
chicken. Listen.
Wait, were you in there for Lakeith?
Was I? I think I was.
Lakeith was the sound of her backpack rubbing against her leather jacket.
Yes. I was in there for that.
And he just kept, they were like, can we hear the backpack sound one more time? And he was just like, I wish y'all could hear the sound that he had with the nylon backpack.
The flip-flop.
Yeah, the flip-flop with the pan. They finally got the cast iron pan sound right.
The buzzer.
No. The narrator as she runs down the street eating the chicken.
Listen. There wasn't even a narration part in the movie, but now I want the narration because they kept making her redo it, and it was cracking me up every
time she read the line, because she was reading from the script.
Right.
Every time she read the line, it was like as she chews on her chicken. I was like, yo. Did you hear the chair?
Can't remember.
It was the leather recliner that Mary got up from, and then they were like,
I remember that one. I remember the chair in the classroom.
Oh yeah.
It said Precious was getting up and it just kept screaming.
But the thing that was killing me was the way they were like critiquing stuff.
Because they would be all serious for the actors and actresses, but then when it came to the objects,
they were like, when the person was trying to do the stairs, they were like, Mary wasn't running that fast up the stairs. Can you give us a little bit of a slower attempt?
Right.
I was like, oh my God.
I was like, that's what I could not tell if it was serious like The Lion King and the Dreamgirls, or if this was like a parody room, because
the girl that started it
got,
I guess, didn't have a good time in the Dreamgirls one. She auditioned, so she was like, I'm gonna do it. But she actually is a filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone in there was like a part of the film industry in some capacity.
Right.
It was funny when Lakeith got in there. That's when I was like, this is either gonna go left because we know his history on Clubhouse, or this is gonna be funny. And he had me dead. They had it was also the one that the disrespectful one, which was Precious's hand. That one was so disrespectful when they were doing the sound. I was like, I'm not supposed to be laughing at this, but I'm laughing at this because why do they do this?
That room was a good kiki.
Or
I'm not even gonna lie.
Lee Daniels' perm. And they were like, can we hear it? Can we hear it in the wind? And he was like, whoosh, whoosh.
Oh my gosh. Hilarious. I wish Brie would have been in the Dreamgirls room though.
I wanted to know who to audition for. I can do it all.
But that's the thing.
Jimmy got soul.
When a movie from front to back and you just go through all the characters and
when I watched Dreamgirls on Christmas night, exactly, my mom, I had to do everything.
So it was hilarious because one girl, I forget who she was trying out for, but she did the now who you calling call me yourself, bitch, dumb. And then she was like, yo, I'm calling you. She was going back and forth between the two characters. I had tears in my eyes. It was so funny.
I'm dead.
It was so funny. But nobody, I think somebody on the timeline said only one person did it. And it was the next day because they held auditions again the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And I missed this person. But every person I heard, nobody could do Listen. None of them.
They should have just left that song alone.
I was like, because when I saw that they were doing auditions again the next day, I was like, was nobody in the room the night before? Did y'all not see nobody could do Listen? Why y'all still trying to do it?
If I would have done any Beyonce song, I would have came in like, step, step, step on over. Loving you. Wanting you. I would have did that and called it a day. But I really probably would have auditioned as Laurel. Because if I would have did that scene.
I'm telling you, out of everybody, like all of the actual characters, I think hers is the one. She might have had about 80% of the people who auditioned for her were killing her part. I mean, it was so good. Everybody was, because
that part is so iconic. That part is so good.
Everybody was killing it. Like her part, Cece, and there was a good number of Curtises.
Wait, I would have been able to do Cece for the We Are the Family.
People were doing really good for that one. Really good. But anytime somebody was like, I'm trying out for Dina, I'm gonna do Listen. And then the thing was, they were trying to be slick because they were trying not to show off the lack of range. So they would start from the beginning. And Leroy was like, can you take it from the bridge, please? And listen, when the people were doing the bridge, first off, people were starting the bridge, first off, way too loud. So you're already maxed out. And they were doing it in ridiculously high keys. So I'm like, where do you have to go from here when you reach the climax of the bridge? You have used up your entire voice. There is nowhere to go. I knew it. This one girl, as soon as she started, I literally audibly said to myself, I said, where's she gonna go from here? Because I knew as soon it was time when it was time to get to the listen, she wasn't gonna get there. She wasn't gonna get there.
That's why you can't. There's just certain things you shouldn't do, guys. Like,
I'm telling you,
it's just certain things,
and it was all fun and games until Cheryl Lee Ralph came into that room, the original Dina, because she came in there and she was like, y'all are being really nice to these people. She said, back when I auditioned, the first two notes that came out of your mouth, they would let you know if this is your calling in life. Not even if this is your role or what you should be doing right now. They would be like, this is not what you're supposed to be doing in life, and get you up on out of there. Like, she was not playing any games. And I was like, oh, every time she spoke, I felt bad for the person coming after her. And I was like, you hear that speech from her, and then somebody's talking about, I'm gonna sing Listen. I'm like, oh God, this is not gonna end well.
Nah. They had so many rooms that night because after I left the Precious room, I went to the Destiny's Child 4th member audition.
I saw that one, but I didn't enter it.
So Lexi went in there and she was the luggage. And she was dragging her luggage across the floor. And they were like, it needs a little more. I think they said, like, add a little more oil to your wheels.
I'm through.
She was like, okay, I'll be back. I was in there dying. But the people that they had in there as, like, Beyonce, I was like...
Yeah, I heard people were talking about, like, that room was a little off.
And they kept picking, like, known songs. And I was trying to get on the stage because they were taking people to, like, request the songs they wanted people to sing. And you know me, I was about to pull out the OG Destiny's Child files. Like, I don't want to hear no, and say my name. Right. Get on the bus. How about you sing Get on the Bus? You don't know that song. That's why. Like, that's what it comes down to. They don't know.
But Clubhouse has been a key for the past, I'd say, 2-3 days. It has been very, very entertaining, to say the least. What else has gone down? I don't know. It's been a very, very slow week. There isn't much to talk about, you guys.
There really isn't. Like,
there was Clubhouse. There was Soul.
I feel like something else, but I don't know what it is. Like, I feel something in my spirit, but...
I've looked through my bookmarks and... What?
Beyonce giving her little half-ass your B at...
Oh, at 38 with about 10 pictures. Listen... I mean,
but like, sis, 38 was a whole year ago. Like, can we get 39?
I'm gonna take them and I'm gonna be grateful, but you know, there was a lot to be desired.
And did you see the note that she put up?
So I don't know what's true or not. I don't know if somebody photoshopped the first one, because what's up now is like people had like screenshots of what the original one said, but what's up there right now is something completely different.
What's it say now?
Right now, it says,
because it wasn't something like we were sad that we didn't get an update or something.
Yeah, that's what they said the original one was. But when I went on there, like back when Legion was posting the pictures, and we couldn't find them on the website, I never saw that.
They said it was deleted.
There was some other stuff that was deleted too, but I couldn't tell if like somebody just made that up or not. Because what's here now is cheers to a new year we have. 2020 divided us and united us. Most could not see loved ones, and we felt too many losses, blah, 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 blah. There's nothing about a quote from Rumi. So I don't know if somebody made that up. I remember seeing somebody post that, and they quoted it with like the hive is too much, or y'all are too much, or something like that. So that made me believe that it was Photoshop.
But I thought people were thinking that it was a quote from Rumi, like Rumi Carter. And I was like, are you guys idiots? I'm like, is Rumi the poet? That's first of all.
This girl is talking about what does the cow say? Cow, cow. Like, you mean to tell me she's out here?
No, forget that. Just now. Did you enjoy your summer? She turned her head right around. She was like, girl, what is summer?
Yes.
She knew to ask Rumi. At least she'll get a reaction. She asked her, did you enjoy your summer?
No, for
he
real,
always
though.
looks at her like, why do you have that camera pointed in my face?
Right.
She's like, hi, baby. Did you enjoy your summer?
Now, ma'am. Now, ma'am.
He's like, I did not sign up to be in this family. I didn't ask.
The one lyric that resonates with him the most is, I'm so unbothered, because that's literally him. He'd be off in the corner like, I don't know what they doing, but I'm gonna just be chilling over here.
And she dedicates Black is King to him. And that's all she could. You had to hold him and tickle him to get a smile out of him for 2 seconds. And then he was like, the camera.
She had to get home video of him because she couldn't like do like something on set with him.
Rumi is Blue Jr. Because remember when they still lived in New York, Blue was talking to paparazzis. Like, she was like,
I remember that figure.
I remember when they said that they were at the park and Blue just like walks up to other kids like, hey, like, excuse me, honey. Like, she talked to a stranger. Sir's like,
I don't know them people.
Can I go back to my room now?
Right.
He's going to be the one when he gets older. B's going to be doing extra stuff. He's going to be like, Ma, can I just go to my room? Like, she's going to be like, we're going to have a sit-down documentary. And I'm just going to be in my room.
Like, are we done yet?
I mean, they can always have another replacement for the male. Jules is there. He's always there, so.
Well, cheers to that.
And just so you guys know, Jess and all the viewers that'll be seeing this are experiencing me eating Chipotle in real time.
Y'all, let us all have a moment to pray for this girl's digestive system. Let us pray that she does not have explosive diarrhea. Let's just pray. Let's just pray that if anything does happen to her, that she won't call me complaining about her stomach, because it's always an I told you so.
That's something that happened. I tried to do a mukbang
Oh yeah.
and died.
I mean, nobody told you to have the Carolina Reaper
No,
blazing wings.
they were originally the Carolina Reaper wings
Mm-hmm.
when I tried them. They have a new one where they combined the blazing buffalo sauce with the Carolina Reaper. I didn't see the blazing in the beginning. I just seen Carolina Reaper, so I clicked it. Because I'm like, I had this, but that has to be what it is because combining those two together, that who does that?
Mm-hmm. I don't know, girl.
Because when I looked at the box, I was like, they gave me the wrong ones. But then I looked at the receipt and it was like blazing Carolina Reaper. And I was like, hold up, let me Google this real quick. Because I was like, this was not in front of that name before.
No, it wasn't. I don't even think it was Carolina Reaper, honestly. I think it was probably Ghost Pepper, the original one.
No, when I clicked it before, it was just Carolina Reaper. They have a ghost pepper one, but it wasn't a sauce, it's a dry rub.
You sure that was Ghost Pepper?
Right now, yeah, right now. There's a ghost pepper one, but it was a dry rub. I don't want a dry rub.
Is that like the one that's like desert heat or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They have a bunch of new things. Like, well, I don't know how new it is, but it says new. It's like a new version of orange chicken. Like, I don't want to get
Oh,
that
girl, I
from...
tried it. I didn't try it on anything. I asked for a separate container because I wasn't sure how it'd be on like traditional wings because that's like Asian wings with like the little nuggets and whatnot and your fried rice and everything. The flavor, it's definitely one of those things where the only way I would suggest getting it is getting it on a Thursday when there's a BOGO for boneless wings and then go to the Chinese shop and go get you some fried rice and then have them next to each other because it does not taste like a sauce that belongs on bone-in wings. It just doesn't.
Yeah. Okay. No,
And I tried their
Asian Zing.
Asian Zing is good. I just tried their jerk, and you know, if it's American, it's never gonna be what it's supposed to be. But
it's good.
The flavor is still good. The flavor is still good. It's not, you know, it's never gonna be, you know, jerk. Like if you know jerk, it's not gonna be that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still good. It still had a good amount of the spices from jerk in it, and it was spicy, so it was good. I tried their adobo sauce. I had a container of it because I was like, I don't know how this is supposed to be on chicken wings. Like, why would you make this a chicken wing sauce?
That sounds like a steak type of thing.
That sounds like, yeah, because they have it for that like brisket sandwich that they have. They have it for that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna just have a separate container to see what it's like. I had it with some fries, and I was like, yeah. It was really salty too. And I was like, I'm good. But if anybody knows me, my go-tos are the honey barbecue and the mango habanero. That mango habanero gets me right where I need to be in terms of spice.
I'm telling you, I know you haven't tried it yet, but I'm telling you, it is good. The mango habanero ice cream flavor. I know it sounds weird, but it's mango ice cream, but it tastes like it has like a hint of like cinnamon, like that type of spice. Or like, you know how they get the fruit in the cup and they put that spicy thing on it? I feel like that's what it's like, but it's so good, Jess. It's so good.
And which company makes it?
It was either Hood or Friendly's special.
I know Friendly's. I ain't never heard of no Hood.
You don't know Hood ice cream?
No,
yes, you do, girl. That's like a main ice cream thing.
Hood ice cream. Let me see.
It's the regular red container.
Mm-mm. Is that at like Walmart or something?
No, Stop and Shop.
Nope. Maybe that's a.
But I didn't get it here in my state. I got it in Georgia.
Maybe it's down there.
I have hood hair.
I've never seen it.
That's weird.
Never seen it. That's why I was like, maybe it's
maybe
at
it
Walmart
wasn't hood though. It was a red. It's the red big one.
Yeah, see, that would be hood. I've just never seen it.
Or it was Friendlies. That's what I'm saying. I don't know which one. I don't know. Type in mango habanero, but it was good.
Let me see, y'all. Let me see.
I feel like Haagen-Dazs has it too.
No, that I've never seen that.
You never heard of Haagen-Dazs?
No, I have. No, I've never seen the flavor in that in Haagen-Dazs.
I was like, dang, what do y'all have in Jersey? Like, what the heck?
Nah. Let's see. Let us see. Okay, I don't know. There's one that says mango habanero coconut, but it's Walmart.
No, we got it from Stop and Shop.
I don't know, y'all. I don't know what to tell you. But
no, I'm lying. We didn't get it from Stop and Shop. We got it from Kroger's.
That's why. Ain't no Kroger's here.
Yeah, there's no Kroger's here either.
There's no Kroger's in New Jersey. At least that I know of. I've never seen a Kroger's.
Yeah, I forgot. We were in Georgia. It wasn't Stop and Shop. It was Kroger's.
I'm like, girl, I would know if it was at Stop and Shop. Now.
But it's so good. Walmart version might be good.
I mean, I prefer not to. I don't even be in Walmart like that, honestly.
Neither do I. The one with me is too ratchet for me.
I could not tell you the last time I stepped into one. Could not tell you. Certainly hasn't been any time this year.
I was in there though, I can't lie. I went in there. Where did I go to grab? A cord. I ran into the electronics to get a cord. Mm-hmm. But that was still way long ago. Mm-hmm. I'm more of a Target person anyway.
I mean, you know, it's where the civilized people go. Oh, no,
I love Target.
Target really is.
It's just brighter.
Yes.
When you walk into Target, it's like you feel like you're supposed to be there. When you walk into Walmart,
feel cleaner too.
Yeah, when you walk into Walmart, it's like, hurry up and get your stuff. Let's leave. It's like you don't want to.
There's too many people.
I don't want to get I don't know.
First off, there's too many people in Walmart to begin with. Like, I don't like to feel like I am surrounded every which way by people unless it's at a concert.
I'm telling you, the Walmart near me is really ratchet. My cousin works there and she's like, oh yeah, girl, this guy was mad. He just drove his car right into the side of Walmart. Like, oh, like it's just a little too ratchet for me.
What? No,
yeah. Ma'am. It's definitely you could be grabbing something and you turn, the girls are fighting. The girls are fighting. And it's not a Black Friday.
Oh no.
So y'all are fighting over basic stuff. Not even on sale.
Couldn't be me. Mm-mm. Could not be me. Mm-mm. Well, you guys, I think it might be about that time to wrap it up. Because
facts, we managed to talk this long.
Yeah, and I'm shocked because there's really nothing to talk about.
Yeah. Was there any sneaker picks?
Oh, child, I didn't even look to see.
I didn't even think about sneaker picks. Like,
I was like, once there's no music, what are we gonna do? I wonder if you would like those. I only say that because they're red, but I don't know.
Ooh, girl, GOAT got a winter sale.
Look at that. Y'all, she about to spend some money. She's about to spend some of that stimmy.
Oh, that stimulus is long, child. I told you I had to buy that whole thing.
Oh yeah.
That was like $300.
Oh yeah.
And the rest is like being spent on food. So it's basically accounted for already.
Yeah. Well,
I like these Air Jordan 11 Adapt Whites. Those are kind of fire.
okay.
And I think
Nothing's
that's
really
about it.
popping out for me.
I think I already said the reverse flu games last week, so.
Yeah, none of these are really speaking to me.
What I will say is, if you were unable to get anything from Ivy Park, StockX has dropped below retail value. Yeah. A lot of the stuff, depending on your size, the bigger sizes, they might get a little pricier still.
Oh, duh.
But even from like the other drops, everything has like, the only drop that hasn't done a crazy drop in price is the first one. Oh. That cranberry one, that maroon one, because it was a hot topic.
It was. It really was.
But the mid drop and then the black drop, the prices have went below retail for a lot of the items.
Wow.
So I put that out there now because anything I didn't get, I've already got. So, so I don't have to fight with you guys on there. So go take whatever's left.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's going to be our church announcement.
Yeah, basically that, and make sure if you're listening to this, then you're just listening to this, but we also have the visual on YouTube. So
yes, go over there, subscribe to us on YouTube. It's just our name, our podcast name, and you can watch us eat as well. It's a mukbang.
Yeah, because ASMR. Right now our Spotify users are getting SMAR.
Girl, oh, you really butchered that.
What is it?
ASMR?
I mean ASMR. I just replayed it in my head. I was like, wait a minute. ASMR.
I'm like, that don't sound right.
That's what y'all are getting right now, but y'all can actually get a mukbang on YouTube.
I was eating one of these fries, and I went and picked up a salad kit. So I'm having Caesar salad, one of my favorite salads. Trying to balance out my bag with some good.
Well, mine's is pretty healthy. I got a veggie bowl.
And that will be falling out of her butt in 2 hours.
Only thing bad in here for me is the spicy and maybe the sour cream.
She don't never learn, y'all. As long as I don't get a phone call or a text about it.
It's just veggies with like brown rice, lettuce, guac.
Their salads are bomb. Let
me tell y'all, if you ever want a bowl but don't want to pay for guac, get a veggie bowl, which is if you get the fajita veggies in your bowl anyway, that's what it is. Get a veggie bowl. The guac is included. And then you can just add an extra and get whatever meat you want. But you don't have to pay the extra for guac.
Look at that, y'all. She's giving y'all tips and tricks. How to save some money in 2021.
I am your Chipotle girl.
That she is. Despite everything she goes through in order to eat it, she's your guide when it comes to that. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed. She's gonna finish her food. I'm gonna finish mine. And we will catch you next week, you guys. We hope you enjoyed. And yeah, have a great week. And we'll see you next week. Peace out.
Peace.